Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in the lab, in the book, doing what I do for you. Ooh, this is going to be fun. If that ego creeping every now and then, don't worry about it. He's there. I'm going to let you know, give you a heads up. All right, we're going to talk about me. You do that every day. Let me see if the shoe fits. This time, it's going to be about me. See if my shoe fits me. Let's go. This ought to be fun. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receiving them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and I'm on it, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking is a way of life through mental and spiritual discipline practiced daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission, that all right thinkers know thyself. You being a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together, and I'm going to ask the question, do you know you? It's rhetorical, but if you had an answer for yourself, tune in. I can help you. That's what I do. A person who knows not, and knows not that they know not, foolish, disregard them. A person who knows not, and knows that they know not. It's simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. Appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know they spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm your spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself and to my yacht be true. Ego time, I'm going to put them on a short leash, but I'm going to let them loose every now and then just to show you I got control of him. How about that? All right, let's go. Right thinkers, let's talk about it. I got a few titles, but let me see which one I like the best. Becoming a sage. Not everybody going to do that. What is a sage? And how to become one. How to reach sagehood. The world through the eyes of a sage. I like that. Let's go with that. World through the eyes of a sage. Let's go. And now this is the last part. I'm going to put that first because I want to get this point across before we start out. I want to say this is critiquing moi. A sage. What is a sage? I wear the hat. I got the title. Let's see if I fit the bill. A sage is someone who loves impersonally. Someone who realizes in their deepest heart that there is no reality outside of the supreme, nameless, aka God. These are things that a sage knows. Not believes, not assumes, knows. A sage knows. Again, all the time that he or she is a part of God, as are the trees, birds, insects, rocks, air, stars. See where we're going with this? Again, the sage lives where? Within this idea. My spirit is using my body as a vehicle, and all things are part of me, and I of them. If God is all, you're part of God, that means you're part of the all. You're all, conceptually and metaphorically, but you got to be able to conceive it in your own mind to understand it. It's all mental. Watch this. And it says, I am not in the universe. No. It is the universe that's within me. The universe is God. God is spirit. God is in us. Come on, man. It's really simple. But therefore, understand this. The sage, this is my best part right here. I don't want to end with this, but I want to start with it. The sage, so therefore, A true sage does not die. I thought you everybody, yeah, we do. The physical body runs out when the body dies. An awakened spirit, soul, don't die, it go back. That's the concept. And all sages know that. Just put that out there. Now, let's get to the lesson. All right. The world and everything in it, including us, as we see it with ordinary eyes, these eyes always see out, okay, is only a reflection of the true reality. What's true reality? True reality is mental energy and spirit, aka pure consciousness. You have your energy. It needs consciousness. Now you need what? A physical body. Ding, 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 ding. Spirit being having a human experience. The physical body is the human experience. The spirit that's in it is, and it's on loan. We should teach all our young people, the spirit is not yours. You can't sell it. Don't worry about that. But the concept of selling soul is you doing wrong, knowing it's wrong, intentionally. So you selling your soul over to what? The evildoer. You're going to do evil and you're going to get, what? Karma. When you do what's right, you get blessing. Moving on. Again, it's a 50-50 shot when you're dealing with God. He don't make it, he ain't make it complicated at all. Simply that. This or that. You do this, I'm going to do that. Moving on. All right, watch this. Pure consciousness is what represents God. So therefore, the right and correct attitude toward the physical world, life, should be one which encompasses, you ready? Surrendering one's ego. If you watch the movie Malcolm X, the problem he had with while he's in prison was surrendering his ego, his manhood, he's a fighter, so he ain't gonna give in until there's something that he feels. And when it happened, he changed his whole life around. Did y'all notice that? Okay, when he surrendered that ego, when he let that ego give in, that's the mortal fight that we all have inside us. Good, you, higher self. Okay, and when you get comfortable with you, it's kind of hard to acquiesce to the higher self. That was I saw in that, got that concept. All right, but yeah, until you give up that ego conscious, you ain't got nothing. But he surrendered one's ego consciousness and accepting one's what? True identity. I can't believe you. No, remember what you believe, what you know. Loving all impersonal and relinquishing what? Possessiveness, accepting the true underlying reality, aka God. The ego wants to have things. The ego wants to do things. God have all things. You can have your way or you can do it God's way. He always wins. He's the house. House never lose. Okay, if you're a gambling man, you got that concept. But watch this. Now, Sagehood. This is the highest level teachings of any yoga, but mainly yoga of wisdom. Okay? Once it is understood and mastered, even in part, feelings of detachment and dispassion for objects of the world and people will begin to occur in the individual. You will start to depend on things of the world and people of the world less and less. Go into yourself, okay? Become independent of all things of the world and even people of the world. You'll find out. Watch this. One now will experiences what? A feeling of what? Participating what? In the world, but understanding that it is not the absolute reality. We all think this is real. When we let our go to sleep, we think the dream world when we knit is real. See where I'm going with this? Okay. But when you come to reality of yourself, the concept, watch this, the concept of the absolute reality is embodied in the neter, one God, of Egypt. That's what they call him. Now, watch the different names of God. I'm going to take you through. Everybody got a concept, and this is what you need to understand. It don't make a difference with the concept. The Ari, the action, the deed is what he watches. Watch this. In Egypt, it's neter. Yorubas, they call it, again, Neter, also. In the Dogon tribe, they called it Amma, A-M-M-A. Brahmin called him, in Hindu, he's Brahmin of Hinduism, the Tao of Taoism. See where we're going with this? The Dharmaka, of the Buddhism, usually call it Dharma, short for Dharmaka, the kingdom of heaven for the Christians, again. Ketha for the Kabbalah, gave that lesson a while ago too. The Great Spirit and Quetzalcoatl for the Native Americans. Everybody got one. And, I forgot y'all, Allah for the Muslims. The Jews, Jehovah. Well, again, but Ketha was for the Jews. But everybody had a God concept, and that's fine. But one who truly understands the teachings will not be susceptible to sorrow at a loss of a loved one. Why? Because since he or she who realized that their loved one has only passed on in their journey to wherever they're going. If they didn't get enlightened, they're getting reincarnated. If they got enlightened, they're going home. Simple. So I'm not beat for death of a friend or lover. No. At one time, I would freak out. I learned. I know better. And watch this. Death is just the past of your journey, or rather that they have gone, nowhere if they get enlightened. Why? Could they be right back in the reincarnated? Except to a different plane of reality, to which all things belong. Field the Reeds, Amenta, heaven, whatever you call that place that you believe we go spiritually, that's your choice. Again, he said Allah, he said Jehovah, Yahweh, okay? Ra. We all right. Whatever you choose, you're right. Just follow it. Live by it. Stand on it. That's all. Don't be a Muslim and shame because you're Muslim. No, hell to the no. I'm proud to be a right thinker, can't you tell? I'm proud to be a sage. Hello. If you're doing something, every job, they got a paraphernalia. If you're not proud of what you're doing, every NFL player wants every little kid running around with their jersey on their back. Why? Ego. See, we disguise the ego in a whole bunch. We dress the ego up to make it innocent. But ego is a bitch. It's worse than karma. You think karma's a bitch? No, that ego. Moving on. Get back to the lesson. You have to learn to control that thing. Karma, you control her by doing the right thing. That ego, you got to conquer him in yourself. That's the moral battle that we got to win inside ourselves. Watch this. Detachment from small individual things will allow one to now perceive one's connection to everything. Become one with the all, you know all. The Akashic Records is when you have access to everything. That's God. Major computer. You locked in now, you got all the information you want. We in the information age now. They just pouring it down. They flooding you out with information. And half of the shit ain't worth a plug nickel. But it's information. You ask for it, and you can get it. That's what I tell you. Be careful what you wish for. You just might get it. So if you ain't Pacific, and I didn't mean, we didn't know that. That's what you asked for. Be careful what you ask for. That's all. Be prepared for what you ask for. You just might get it. Now, at this stage, you have various levels of what they call peace is attained. The better you get knowing yourself, the more peaceful you are with yourself. The highest level is be completely at peace, okay, with oneself. And the understanding of the teachings will allow the mind to now be free. Right there. What? The mind needs to be free. Your mind needs to be free. What is free from? Cravings, negative thoughts, physical desires, worldly things, and to love all things and people equally. That don't sound right. The understanding of the teachings will allow the mind to free from, these are all negative things that you need to be aware of. And since they are understood to be manifestations of the Creator, the absolute reality, one's very self, aka pure consciousness, When you lock into pure consciousness, that means you have the ability to know all things. Where we at? Okay, now watch this. Here we go. The teachings that you learn are the writings of masters. Masters who were able to what? Control their minds and their bodies in such a way as to what? Ascend to great psychological and psychic heights within one's consciousness, within one's mind. The physical body has to be kept in shape in order for you to have long life. So you need exercise. But all the meditation time a lot of people spend, that's all mental. God is mental. They have attained what? Communion with the cosmic intelligence. That's like my computer. I got to get into the big main, whatever it is. All that. I'm not computer literate, but I understand the concept. Okay, so my just little one brain, the big brain, I just one little intricate. Okay, we all individuals should realize that, understand that, but we connected to the main thing, God, and where we at. All things within cosmic intelligence. That's self-knowledge, knowledge of self. Okay, all of those things. No, I ain't got time for that. No, whatever, not now. Okay, get out of here. What? All right. Yeah. Stop. Pissing me off. Sorry about that. Like, I don't know why that worked. That was dumb. Okay. All right. Come on, phone. Excuse me. Hey, Jesus Christ. Sorry about that. All right. You can tell it's live. And I'm not going to edit it out. I don't know nothing about that. You're going to get what I give you. Sorry about that. Not again with this nonsense. No. Done. Jesus Christ. I take care of that problem. No worry. We won't have that problem again. But when complete understanding of the teachers allow your mind to be free. Good mother. This is starting to get annoying. It's starting to get annoying now. It frees the mind to free of what? Negative cravings and things of the world, pleasures of the flesh. And since they are understood to be manifestations of the Creator, the absolute reality, knowing these teachings were writings of the masters, and they were able to, I did all this, excuse me. Okay, now, upon doing so, you have to realize when you reach cosmic intelligence, what that means? That means that you and the Creator and the sustainer of all things are one. I get excited about that. That's what we're trying to get you to understand. Now, upon doing this, you realize the nature of your own existence. Now you know what? Yourself and God are one and the same. And the fact that they now, along with the rest of humanity, are what? Are one with the ultimate reality. Once we realize that, a lot of us don't have a clue. Understand that my people will be destroyed for what? Lack of knowledge. And know thyself is lack of knowledge. When you don't know yourself, you're suffering from lack of knowledge. And the sages who realized that even though there are many names and forms in creation, all that can be seen is not only a part of God, the all-encompassing being, but in effect are God. Again, everything that we got going, watch this, they come back. Okay, yeah. They come back from the lofty heights to what? To assist others. When I got my self-knowledge awakening, all I wanted to do is what? Come and help somebody else out. They come from the lofty heights to what? To assist. What I'm doing now. What? Others entertaining that beautiful vision, the inner vision, and the ever-present peace of mind, aka Hotep, supreme peace within oneself. Hotep is the ultimate peace that what? Cannot be stirred by worldly occurrences. When you reach self-knowledge, when you reach nihas, spiritual enlightenment, none of this stuff really matters no more. Why? You know what you need to know, and you can do what you need to do accordingly now. Without that knowledge, you caught up in the matrix, so to speak, okay? But the ultimate goal is to know thyself. I'm getting in there. Stay with me. We're almost home. I see the clock. And watch this. They said the heights that they attained were unattainable by what? By human beings with what? Earthly desires, pleasures of the flesh. You'll never get there with that nonsense, okay? That's ego. And will be fearlessness to what? To accept the truth. When the ignorant person is so on the lie, the truth don't stand a chance. Christians, religions, y'all hell-bent on a belief. So when a fact or don't care, I believe this. Okay, no problem. But they hell-bent, so they never know the truth. And that was this. This truth is not in the books. I told you. But in the innermost heart of every individual. You don't pick and choose. It's right here. Your job to do that. Find it. The teachings are not for everyone. I know I'm not mainstream. Okay? And since not all humans are what? Spiritually and psychologically ready to what? Control their lower nature, their physical desires and their worldly desires, their body and their ego mind. The body is the flesh, but the ego mind feeds to the body. Okay? All the body wants to feel good, so it gives into lower nature. Many prefer, watch this, I told you, you prefer to believe what they are told at face value and wallow in the ups and downs of their what? Their mortal existence and wrong thinking. When you have a lie, it's not going to benefit you. You believe a lie, you're not going to benefit. You're not going to prosper. This is all there, watch this. This is all there is to life. And when I die, that's ignorance. I will be dead. That's it. I know people think that way. Again, you got that right. Don't bother me one bit. What you think about death or life, that don't mean a damn thing to me. So you write that your own opinion. Moving on. I ain't my job to tell you about that. I'm a teacher of a concept. Now, a philosophy. Those who abide by what? By that form of ignorance, and that's what it is, will what? Reap the fruits of what they have sown. If you lived an ignorant life, you lived an egoistic, me, I, selfish life, you ain't getting nowhere but reincarnated. Watch this. Because existence is essentially a mental process. Watch this. They who can control right thinking, the mind, will have a greater opportunity to what? To attain immortality, not of the body. The body, again, human, it stays here, earthbound. But of the true essence, the ultimate reality, which is again God, aka pure consciousness. Spirit and consciousness come together. That's what makes God God. Why? He had the spirit and he had the conscious. We as human beings have to become what? Conscious of who we are, gods. Breaking it down one more time. Ancient Egyptian teachings. Give it to you again. I see the clock. I'm taking it home right now. I'm right in my wheelhouse. I'm almost done. I am the mind, the eternal teacher. I am the begetter of the word. In the beginning there was the word. What's the word? Oh, this is getting on my nerve. What's the word? In the beginning there was the word. Okay? I am the redeemer of all mankind. God, this is getting on my nerve. I can take care of that. Mankind, the redeemer of mankind, and, no, I'm not doing that, and the nature of the wise. Those who learn the life lessons by what? Living them, becoming wise, and being in touch with the higher self. Watch this. the words now become flesh. That's us. By means of the word, the world is now what? Saved. I thought the beginner of the word, the mind come only unto they that who are what? Holy, good, pure, and merciful. Like those qualities, okay? It don't say religion. It just say these qualities. You can profess them any way you want. Any religion, they all got the same qualities. That's my point. And what's this? They that live what? Pious, righteous, virtuous, and religiously. Meaning practicing it daily. See, religion means something that's been done. You can practice right thinking. I practice it religiously every day. Okay? So, and my presence is an inspiration and a help to them for when I come. What happened? They immediately know all things and adore the universal spirit, becoming one with God. That's the blissed out. That's the mystic experience. That's what everybody wants to achieve before death. Before such wise and philosophic ones die. You have to do this. They learn what? To renounce their senses, the physical body. Done with that. I tell you, I don't even want you from neck up. To care how you look don't mean different to me. Okay. Knowing that these are enemies of their what? Immortal souls. The body ain't gonna be immortal. Don't worry about that. It's your consciousness that you want to take with you with the spirit. Remember, God is spirit and consciousness. Your spirit, your consciousness got to become one. You can take it with you. Now, I just gave you the breakdown. Taking it home with, tell you again. I just gave you all the ideas and significations and qualifications of a sage. A sage is someone who loves impersonally, someone who realizes in their deepest heart that there is no reality outside of the supreme nameless, aka God. Do I exhibit that? Wrapping it up. A sage knows all the time that he or she is part of God, as the trees, everything in nature, and lives within this idea that my spirit uses my body and all things are part of me and I am of them. Remember, I am that I am. I am all. I am not in the universe. No. It is the universe that is within me. Yes. Therefore, we ain't a drop in the ocean. We are the ocean, conceptually. So therefore, the sage does not die. Told you, I multiply. This body means nothing. When it's gone, I'm good. See? That's what. And under and back of the universe of time and space and change is ever to be found what? The substantial reality, the fundamental truth, aka God. And that's the Egyptian proverb. That's the lesson. I'll be right back with breakdown religion for you, just in case you didn't know. I'll be right back. And in closing, right thinkers, may y'all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. You know, sages don't die. And the rest of my right thinkers, I don't know that y'all passed away. And if you do, you did it right, you won't, just like I won't. I'll be right back.